guys? Welcome to the channel. Thank you guys for 1,000 subs. That is absolutely ridiculous. Literally like two weeks ago or a week ago, I was literally at 200 subs, which is absolutely insane how fast this channel has grown. I haven't had a channel grow this fast since my main channel, Legendary Burnout. So thank you guys for coming all over to the channel and subscribing and leaving all these nice comments and whatnot. So it's gonna be like a short quick video just explaining like what happened with the motor and the R6 and whatnot, but the next video is gonna be me fixing the bike and diagnosing what's wrong with it, and hopefully I can get it running, because as of right now I don't have it running. I was racing It's Just a 6 and a couple other cars and whatnot, and the bike was running fine, or so I thought. And on, I think it's like one of the races on our way back towards when I was heading home, I noticed like my bike wasn't, you know, going as fast as it normally went, but I didn't like hear the sound difference. I just felt it, because like when I take off on a motorcycle on that R6, you know, it feels like a roller coaster. I didn't get the same sensation, and I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just doing something wrong. Maybe I started off in the wrong gear, because the R6 doesn't have a gear indicator. So I had him, like, you know, I asked him to line up again, and that's when we did the second roll. I still didn't notice because I had music playing, and so I came down the first gear, still didn't hear it. I mean, you can hear it in the video, but I still didn't hear it because I had music playing. And so when we went, and I just got left in the dust, and I'm like, okay, maybe my bike is just running hot, because I still couldn't hear how bad my bike was sounding. I started riding a little bit further on, and then they all took an exit to go wherever they were going, and I was going straight because that's the way I had to go home. And I turned my music down. I think I turned my music down because I started talking in the video, and I noticed my bike was sounding like it was only running on 3 cylinders. And when I got back home, I felt each cylinder, burnt my hand on that, by the way. And cylinder, I think it was cylinder 1, the one on the far left, by the clutch side, it was cold. And I'm like, what the freak happened? So I'm not sure if I blew the ring lens. I know I didn't bend a rod or spin a bearing, because it's not knocking or not making a tapping sound, whatever you want to say. So I know I didn't do that for sure. So it may just be like either the ring lens or cracked piston. I have no idea. All I know is when it happened, I didn't see smoke. Yeah, I didn't see smoke. I just felt the power difference, and that's it. Wasn't knocking, you know, wasn't doing any of that crazy stuff. So if the motor is gone, I pray that I can reuse it, because if I do that, I'm literally just going to build the R6. Going to do the Wiseco pistons, 636 honing displacement, hone the block, port the heads, do titanium valves, and a couple other things here to build that motor. It's just the one simple fact that is very expensive and parts are not in stock. So if I were to go that route, I would be waiting however long it takes for them to get the pistons in stock. I think the pistons are the only thing that aren't in stock right now, and that's like the main component I need. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, because like spring is literally right around the corner. I have to make content for you guys. I have 2 channels to maintain, like the car channel, then I have this motorcycle channel, and the second option is just getting an R1 eventually, like no time soon, but eventually, because I want to get the brand new 2022 R1. Because like in a video that I stated, like I haven't even posted that video yet, but in a video I stated like I'm looking for an R1, and I'm not gonna get a used one because the used market is ridiculous right now. It makes sense to buy brand new, because I've seen used R1s that's going for like 18, 19,000, where you can get a brand new one for literally like 17.5 or 18 out the door. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do in the meantime, because I love motorcycles. Motorcycles are my passion. I love riding every day. Like I ride even when it's freaking freezing cold, just like in a video. I was racing It's Just a 6. It was literally like 45 degrees. I was cold as hell, but when you love doing something so much, it really doesn't matter. If I do go to Built Motorway, I got to figure out how I'm gonna pay for all that and when parts are gonna come in and whatnot. So trying to figure out how that's gonna go. But yeah, this was just like literally a short video explaining what happened. So I know my bike was a lot faster when it showed in the videos. Like it was like really inconsistent. There was like one run, like the very first run I think me and It's Just a 6 had, when I like lined up behind him and I started pulling on him, it was real inconsistent with that, because the run after that one, it was me, the other motorcycle, and an 800 horsepower fast older car, and we just left everybody else. So, and then I ended up eventually getting gapped too. So that's why I'm like, I'm not sure when it started happening. Like the bike was running really inconsistent. Like I could barely even hit a single power wheelie or even a clutch up. So I'm not even sure when it was happening. So I'm pretty sure it's just happening throughout the entire day. I'm hoping that it's literally just a spark plug or a coil that has gone bad, but I literally just changed the coils and I changed the spark plugs no more than like 6,000 miles ago. So I'm not sure what it could be. I'm hoping like once I dive into the motor or dive into like diagnosing it's just a spark plug and I can get the bike back up running and make some content for you guys. Because a lot of you guys came over and like sharing like a lot of like great words for me, like pretty much help me keep my head up and keep making great content that I keep producing and whatnot. So, but yeah, like another question is like, what kind of content do you guys want to see from this channel? Because I used to make moto vlogs all the time, and then I started getting really bored of moto vlogs. But I know like the racing and like drag strip and all these like all that type of content is blowing up really fast on YouTube yet again. So I may try to stick with that and like, you know, ride that wave for a little bit, because I love racing my bike. I love going to the drag strip. I love doing this. I love doing that. When it comes to like racing the motorcycle and whatnot, just being safe as well. So I may stick with that content for a while because it's so much fun to me, but it won't be like every video. Obviously I'll, you know, sprinkle in some like modifications, motor vlogs. I'm going to try to do like pretty much anything motorcycle related on this channel that's interesting for you guys. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Just let me know. I want this channel to grow and, you know, flourish and be a great channel that everyone loves and enjoy coming to. It's like, no matter what content I'm making, as long as it's a motorcycle, I'm going to love making that content no matter what it's going to be. If my camera's showing it, I can barely see. But yeah, it's literally sitting right there. It's been sitting there for like the last week or two, since that day the thing happened. Like it started up, it runs, but obviously you can hear it's down on the cylinder. So I don't want to run it too much because I still don't know what's wrong with it. I want to save the block just in case the block is gone. But yeah, if the motor is done for, I'm not sure what I'm going to do just yet, because I obviously don't have the money to just throw at a brand new motor in that bike, because I think it's like $4,000 or $5,000, maybe even $6,000 to complete the entire setup. Because like I think like the parts alone is like $3,000-$4,000, and that's not including like the labor of honing and porting the heads and whatnot. I mean, because I can do all the disassembly and putting everything back together myself, because that's just like what I know how to do. So I can honestly like put all the new stuff in there and just whatnot, check the clearances, valves, all that, put all the motor back together, put it back into the bike. It's just paying for the dyno tune, just pretty much building the motor, like the porting and all the other things I said earlier. So that's where I'm at right now. So I just know that if I spend the money for the R6, I won't get my R1 until maybe a following year or whatnot. I'm at a standstill. Let me know what I should do in the comments below. I'm trying to get something going. I'm just praying that the motor is okay. I just said that the motor was blown immediately because, one, that's never happened to me before. Two, we were going balls to the wall the entire day. And three, I was panicking. I was literally in panic mode because I was like almost an hour away from home, and I don't have a truck to pick up my bike and take it anywhere, so I had to just ride it home. I only have the Mustang and a Camaro. Who's riding? Anywho, yeah, I just only have the Mustang and the Camaro, and obviously you can't put a freaking motorcycle on a Camaro or a Mustang. So that I was freaking out in the moment and just trying to get the bike all the way home. I didn't even upload like that second half because I was literally panicking the entire way back home. So yeah, just let me know what you guys want to see for content, and let me know what I should do about the R6. And yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. We literally hit it, I think, as I'm making this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, rubber side down. Be safe. Peace out.